It's okay. It's taking a little while. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, and here's Jamel. Perfect. All right. So as I was saying, we're going to learn about NADEX this evening. It's I'm not endorsing this broker over any other, but I know that some people will want to be learning how to use NADEX going into 2022. It's the only US regulated broker, so we want to have as many options as possible. So here we're going to explore another option. So I see we have David in Jamaica, New York. Asha, you're in North Carolina. Latrice is in Jacksonville, Florida. Saturn in the house. Woohoo! Wow, we have people from out of this world. Amazing. And I am here in Brooklyn, New York. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I'm just gonna jump right into it. Oh, Atlanta, welcome. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so NADEX does not have a minimum for you to get signed up. I know if you look it up, you may see that it says $250 minimum. That used to be the case, but there's no minimum to get started with NADEX any longer. For those of you tuning in who are in the US, you will need your social security card, or if you want to set it up as some kind of business, your TIN number, if that's what you call it. There may be some other steps that you will need to take, because I do have some teammates who were going to go that route, but I guess they thought it was a little bit more complicated, so they just went along with just submitting their social security card, which is what I did. It was a very simple process. Okay. So, and the NADEX is not only available in the US, it's available in 41 countries. So don't feel that because you're not in the US, you cannot use this broker. All right. So we're gonna go log in, and they do have a demo account. So let me, I have it right? Nope. I've been typing my name for years. I don't know why I have issues at times. Years. All right. So when you log in, it looks like this. And I know it can be intimidating because we're accustomed to the various other non-regulated brokers that it just seems so simple. There's the chart, there are the buttons to click, and that's it. So here, when you log in, you don't see any chart or anything. So to the left, it's always going to pop up binary options. You're always going to see that pop up. It's always going to be on binary options. When you log in, you can trade binary options, you can do call spreads, you can do knockouts. Today, I'm going to be talking about doing binary options, more specifically Forex, right? Now, you can select this option, Forex, and the currency pairs are under here, or you can select by duration. Right now, they have 5-minute trades available. At various times, you may see 15 minutes as well. So there may be a 5-minute and a 15-minute option for those of you that like a shorter trade, because I know that prior to this, what we've been accustomed to is, the brokers where you can be trading for a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. This is not quite like that. But what I love about NADEX You know, with the other brokers, you have to worry about getting spiked out. Like you can be in a trade, it's going so awesome, and right at the last second when you're just about to clear, all of a sudden, spike, and you lost that trade that you were deep in profits with, right? So you don't really have to worry about that with these longer time frame trades, which I have been doing, right? So you're on binary options, you'd select Forex, and they give you the pairs that you can choose. There's AUD JPY, that's the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. There's the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, Euro GBP, Euro JPY, Euro USD, GJ, GU, UCAD, USHEF, USD JPY, and US dollar versus the Mexican peso, right? So these are the only options, right? So, but these are a lot of options, and the two most traded currency pairs are here, that which are UJ and EU, right? So still we have options. Let's see what's being said here. Yes, that's spike, Latrice. Exactly. It is a doozy. Like that spike has made a lot of people cry. Like it has people getting all emotional. But this can take the emotion out of it. Now, once you decide on what you're going to trade, and this is not a trading session, so I'm not going to go into any strategy. Uh, everybody has their different strategies. Maybe one day I'll show you guys my process, right? So once you've decided what you're going to trade, you select the currencies. And say you decided it was going to be AUD JPY. They have the different time frames. So how long are you going to be in the trade? You have a trade that's daily, which expires at 11 p.m. Daily, that's going to expire at 3 a.m. One that's going to expire at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., right? So in 3 hours and 42 minutes from now, it will be 11 p.m. So this trade is going to expire at that time if you chose that one. So you say we want to get in a trade that will expire in a little under the 4 hours. We click that drop down, and it's going to give you the different entries. So you do your analysis, but then you're going to look for which one of these is closest to your analysis. Right here, you have the prices, right? So whichever one is closest, you would select it. And once you select it, the chart opens up. So you're now able to see. And I like to hide this so I can see more of the screen, right? And it's on a 5-minute chart. You can select here, you can change it to whatever time frame you want to look at. So whichever chart you were analyzing on, you can change it to that. So if you had done your analysis on a 15-minute chart, you can select 15 minutes to change it to 15. If it had been the 4 hour, you can select 4 hour to change it to the 4 hour. You're trying to download it. Is it the one that said top 5 binary option strategies? I have no idea, but we can look at that afterwards. I just want to get through the tutorial, but afterwards I can talk to you and we can look at that. I think I saw it on something saying that, but it's NADEX. But just we can look at that after. Okay, Miss Haley. So
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So on the 4 hour chart, and here's the entry. Now, maybe you're not looking at it clearly the way it is right now. You can come to the side, you can expand, and then in the body, you can pull it down, right? So you expand, you can pull it down, you can pull it up, you can move it to the side to give you the best view for you. Now, once you have it like that, right now we have it on buy. The blue is the buy, the red is the sell. And if your analysis told you that price was going up, the question here, will AUD finish higher than 83.10 at 11 p.m.? And this red line is 83.10. So if the question is that, and the answer is yes, you'd have it here, and here it says yes, yes to buy, right? So if we say yes, it's going to finish higher than this line, you would just hit yes, and it just needs to go above that line by the time it's over. So now the price for this trade is $36.50. Now I know that we've been accustomed to doing trades where we say don't risk any more than 3%. Like, and I always tell my team, risk 1%. It's just like, just risk 1%, guys. It's a little bit different here. They give you the price, right? And right now, with price being below where we want it to be, this would be considered out of the money. So there are out of the money trades, they're in the money trades, and there are at the money trades. So with this being out of the money, it's cost $36. The further out of the money the trade is, it's the less it costs. So with the price being right here that we expect it to be higher than, it's $36.50 at this time. If it was here, it would be $9.75 for this trade. So if we thought that price was going to end up above this by 11 p.m. and we hit yes, we would have paid $9.75, and the return on investment is 905%. So that's a huge payout, right? So think about that. In other brokers that I've used, majority of the payouts are like between 60 and 70% for the most part. Here you're able to do phenomenal things. Yes, Asha, phenomenal things in terms of the percentage that you can make. So wouldn't it do you justice to really master a strategy so that you can definitely make intelligent predictions as to the direction the market is going in? I'll tell you right now, I have taken a couple trades after having studied strategy, and I've been having success. And the success is so much sweeter when the payout is hundreds of percentage as opposed to 70%. And I don't have to worry about getting spiked out. Now, this is a little bit far. So the trades that I typically feel comfortable taking it's between $20 to $30. I take trades between $20 to $30. Now, no matter what you go in for, the payout will be $110, right? That's the max payout. So if you enter a trade for 20 bucks, you make like $100. I don't know. I've never gotten that extra $10. I always get $100 payout. So if you enter a trade for 20 bucks, you make $80. If you enter a trade for 30 bucks, you make $70 because you're gonna get paid out $100 as long as you are correct. Now, the next question is, since you can't decide how much it is, you can enter as many trades as your account will allow you to. So one trade is $9.75 based on where it is right now, but you can buy multiple contracts. So you have the trade idea and you can enter 10 trades. So, so there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. You enter as many trades as many contracts as you want. And that's how you can work your trading plan. You still gotta work with your trading plan, guys, to get to grow your account. But the growth looks a whole lot different than that 2%, 3%, 8% per day. Because with just one trade, I wouldn't enter a trade for $9 though. Let me just put that out there. But entering this trade would be an in the money trade. So before I was talking about out of the money where it is not within the range of where you want it to end. Now, with this, the question, will AUD JPY finish higher than 83? That's 83. It's already higher than 83. So this is an in the money trade. So when it's in the money, you will still make that $100 if it stays in the money, but you would have paid $60 odd to make that $100. So the return on investment 52.53%, and it's fluctuating. Probability in the money 61%. So they're saying, no, you have a 61% chance of clearing based on where it is right now. Let me just stop. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I'm rambling on. Does anybody have any questions based on what I've spoken on so far? I welcome the questions.
It's foreign to me, but I'm listening. I'll go over what you're teaching.
Okay. And that's why I'm live streaming it on my YouTube channel. So you'll have it to watch as many times as you need to. But does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Let me review what you just said so I can understand a little better.
Okay.
Right now, if you were to take this trade, you are choosing that price would be above that 83.
Right.
And let me see. Oh man, my screen. What is the payout again?
The payout it's always going to be between $100 and $110. So since we paid $64 for this based on where it is right now, you'd make 30 something, $34, $35. It's fluctuating. The payout is always once you win, the payout is $100 from what I've seen. I get an email. So when I enter a trade, I get an email telling me I entered the trade. And then when I clear the trade, I get an email telling me that, okay, yeah, and your payout is X amount of dollars. Hold on. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. I'm good.
Right. So, and that's good that you asked that about the payout. So remember before I showed you that when we were out of the money, it costs a lot less. And when we're in the money, it costs, the price goes up. The closer you get to the point is the more it costs to get in. So you want to get out of the money trades. You can do out of the money, you can do in the money, or you can do at the money where you enter right at the level if you can get it. I haven't really seen, and I wouldn't want to get in at the money anyway. But once you get in at the out of the money, the next thing is, when do we close out? So right now it says the expiration is 3 hours and 30 minutes, right? So we have until 11 o'clock And if let's pretend we did the analysis and we're like, yeah, it's gonna expire at 11 o'clock way up here. So, and we're going to make this money. Somewhere around here, okay, I need to enter a trade so that we can see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna place this order, but I am going to, I'm gonna do like this. All right. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna place this order so we can see the P&L. So now that I'm in this order, we have the P&L, which is the profit or loss. And we see the price is moving $7.75, $8. You know, this price is going to be moving. The closer we get to being in profit, the less this will be in the red until eventually it's going to be in green. So when I get people enrolled and I'm showing them the ropes and we jump into trades with the other brokers, when you're in profit, sometimes people have asked, have you guys gotten this question? Oh, can I close out early because I'm in profit? Has anybody ever gotten that question? Or has anybody ever been that person that had asked that question about
No, but I'm thinking it.
Oh, you're thinking it and you're new. So yeah, that is a legitimate question. And with the other brokers, for the most part, the answer is no. You have to stay in the trade until expiration, right? So right now, I am in this trade and I paid $33.75 for it, right? So this profit and loss section is wonderful because it can help you secure profits or it can help you minimize your loss. So right now, if I decided that I made a huge mistake and no, it's not going to keep going this way, it's actually going to turn around and start dropping, I can hit the close button and I can close this position and be out of the trade for $11 and something. So I didn't pay the entire $30. I didn't lose all 30 of the dollars. I only lost the $11 that I closed out with. Everybody clear on that? I think that is awesome. Does everybody get that? What I'm dropping? Asha, you get it? Okay, David, you said that's a great option. Yes.
No,
Yes.
I don't.
You don't get it. Okay,
No.
all right. So let me do another example again. So right now, let's hit that. I'm gonna buy this for $28. See, $28.50. So I'm in this trade for $28.50. And so if price doesn't finish up here, as I said it should, by 11 o'clock, I'm going to lose the $28.50. If price does finish up there, I'm going to make $100, right? So right now, if I did my analysis and I looked again and I saw something that I had missed, and I now realize that, oh no, price is not going to finish up here. It's actually going to tank. So I made a mistake entering. I can exit the trade now and I would only have lost $6.25 as opposed to the $28.50. Is that so you can minimize your loss using this profit and loss section. So I just have been describing how you can minimize your loss. Do you understand?
Got you. Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, I get it now.
Perfect. So on the flip side of that, oh, and let me show again, to close it out, you know, you're here, there's this close button, you hit close and you close the position. So that's how I get out of the trade early. Okay. So now the next thing is, and we're gonna do the same thing again, hit that 30. And I say, yes, price is gonna, actually, let's go here. And we say, yes, price is gonna
Can I
finish
ask a
above.
question?
Yes.
So using the profit and loss there, it's just like you would do stop loss.
Forget about stop loss.
Yeah, I'm just saying, is it it's not the same thing, but it's more like you do your stop loss.
Well, or you can take your profit. So you can minimize your loss or you can secure your wins.
Okay.
Because when you're in this trade, the next thing that you can do, place order, you're in profit. The loss right now is $4. It would be lovely if it could work with me and move up so I can get to show you. Let me check FinBiz real quick. Let's see. I was just watching Jay. Excellent. Let's see FinBiz. That was AJ. Okay. Let's see. Maybe it can go up for us. $2.75. So as soon as you see the number here in green, that's just wins that you can take. Hold on. Is the probability in the money prediction of you making profit? Great question, Asha. Okay, so yes, the probability in the money, it says 62%. So it's 62% chance that you will win this trade. And that's just based on the fact that you're already in profit. So when you enter a trade out of the money, yes, but don't get fooled by that, because you want to make your calculations. Like I said, you out of the money trades are where it's at. If you can get in out of the money and work your way into the money, then you pay less for more profits. Because look, I got in the money. I paid $62 for this, right? I want to pay 20, 30 bucks so I can make $70, $80 profit. That's what I want to do, right? So it would be nice if it goes up. The further up it goes, the smaller this number will get until eventually it would be green. And from what I see, I think the cap is like $69, because the 3 different trades I've entered, I've gone way into the money, so much so that once it hit like $69 and some cents, it just flatlined and I couldn't make any more profits because, the most you can get paid out is $100. So they don't want to, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, if you're in the trade for 12 hours, which I've been doing 12-hour trades, guys, you don't want to be in the trade for 12 hours and, just going up, up, up. So you're getting in profits, profits, profits. They'd probably go bankrupt if that was the case. But does everybody understand the concept? Unfortunately, it's moving in the opposite direction, so I can't get to show you in the green, but pretend that it was in green, like $10 in green. If you hit close when it's $10 in green, you would you'd make that $10. So you'd get back your entry price and you'd get that $10. So it means that you would make less overall. But so say your target for the day was to make $199 and you were at $189. So you just needed $10 more to hit that target. And you saw $10 in the green, you could just close out and you would be done and you would have made your target for the day. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
I must be an excellent teacher. Nobody has any
Yeah.
questions. Nobody has anything to say.
Mm,
All right.
I got a question. So suppose you let it run through the duration of time. You're not going to get paid any more, or where on these on your screen does it show what you're going to get if you let the time expire?
The maximum payout is, from what I read, I saw that the maximum payout is $110. But from what I've experienced, the maximum payout is $100. So if you entered the trade for 20 bucks and you win, you get paid out 100. That's the $80 profit. You entered the trade for 60 bucks and you win, the payout is $100. So that would be $40 profit. Make sense?
That makes sense. Is now I'm on a live account. Are you on a demo account? Because mine only show 25 cents. Then the next one is 56 cents. I don't see the 375 or the 21.75. Is that because you're on a demo?
No, the live account will show what price point are you at? You're in AUD JPY
Yes.
on a 4-hour chart.
Yes.
And what price are you on?
Well, the price of that's showing now is what?
$11. I'm on the yes. Are you on the sell? On the sell, it says maximum loss $99.
Maximum profit. We'll see. Which one am I on? Hold on.
Oh, it looks like I'm about to be in profit.
Uh-oh. There we go.
See, okay, so now it's green. Wait, am I in a trade? I'm in a
Yep.
trade, right?
You're in the trade.
Okay, there it is. See, so I could, if I close out now, I can make $2.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes, guys. So, and I was saying that the maximum that I've seen it go up to where you can close out to secure your wins is $69. Right? But yeah, maybe you were on sell.
Okay. That's okay. It's a little different, but that's all right. You keep going. I'm good.
Hold on. No, I want to see what you're talking about. I know where I've seen where you be in and it's like to make 25 cents. That's when you're way in the money, like to win and you enter. It's like $99 for that contract to only make like 25 cents, 99.75. So that's why I'm like, yeah, the payout is only $100 that I've seen.
Yeah.
But this is in profit. So if I closed out, I would only gain $3. And I know that people get nervous. That has happened to me where you feel nervous, like, oh my gosh, let me close out. Let me close out. Oh, hold on. Oh, Sterling. Oh, so Sterling is telling me. So it is $100 because I know I had read 110, but what I've been seeing is that I'm getting 100. Just like I had read that you have to start up with $250, but there is no minimum now. So you can start up with whatever amount you want. But yes, so yeah, so I can close out right now 9,871.75. I close. And there we go. So, is there anything that I'm missing, Sterling?
No, not really. The contracts, that's what they say. I don't know
Oh,
why.
the contracts.
Yeah,
So,
with the contracts that you were sharing, um, it does say that each contract is $110, but when you actually enter into it and you win or you lose, you really don't see $110 all the time like you've shared. So that's what they tell you, but I don't know the how they have it all worked out. But outside of that, I personally, I'm still pretty new, and she'll attest to that. But my personal experience with it and why I liked it from when I first heard about them was I like my money when I can get it. Like if I need something, I need to be able to grab it. So if let's say I made 10 bands, well I needed 5 out of it. If you go and withdraw your funds that day, within 24 hours is back on your bank card. So whatever card you set up with them, that's what your funds gets drawn off of and gets put back on. And I had that experience a couple of days ago. I had put some money in, I won my money back. So I said, all right, well, let me take that out, put it back on my card. And it was on its way back to the bank. It was already done, but obviously you got to wait that little 24 hours. So that I haven't experienced anything else outside of that with any other broker because this is the only one I started with. And another great thing is if you're here in the States, I'm not telling y'all to use it. Y'all choose whatever you want to, but they won't play with your money like that. That's why they're regulated because so whenever they say they'll pay you your money, they'll have to. Only reason is they're not trying to have no lawsuits. Like you already here in the States, that's a lawsuit. Oh, well, we said we were going to do this and we didn't do that. All right, cool. We just going to sue you. They're not trying to hear that. So they'll make sure they honor what they're doing pertaining to your funds and not being tied up. And Lethea will probably attest to it. Whenever, or if you're not a part of it, they will call you, email you, everything just to be a part of it because they know that not only are they going to make money and you're going to make money, but they're going to hold up their end of what they're doing. So, yeah, that's it.
thank you. And you bring up a really great point and that's really why I decided I wanted to make the move over here. A number of you have been trading with Luis and myself, and oh, I shouldn't. And he shared something. So based on what he shared, that's why I wanted to make the move to this regulated broker because there will be no issues. And at the convention, was it a month ago? That's what they were talking about, NES and these new educators that are now on the platform, Jay Awal, Rico Anderton, Joy Pimentel. They've been teaching us how to use NADEX. NADEX, Lynn. Let me see what Asha was saying. So your bank is linked to your broker account instead of an account you have to fund. Right. So the way that I fund this broker as opposed to buying Bitcoin and transferring like you did, like I've done with other brokers, with this, I use my debit card. You cannot use a credit card. It has to be a debit card, or you can use your bank account to fund it. So when you make your profits and you decide you want to make your withdrawal, it will go directly to your debit card or to your bank account. And you do get a 1099. So, you're going to pay taxes, but it's on the up and up. Okay. Lynn, the broker, NADEX, it's the only US regulated broker. No problem, Asha.
One more thing.
NADEX. Yes, sir.
Don't tell me, I forgot what I was going to say. Oof. gonna let me come back. I forgot what I was trying to say.
Okay, no problem. We're ready to hear it when you figure it out. David, you say it seems like a no-brainer. That's so funny because it had me beat when I first looked at it in January. I was like, I couldn't make heads or tails out of it. But you know, when you're faced with some kind of adversity, you find a way. So I'm like, okay, I found a way. But I just want to talk about the lots, the contracts really quickly, because I don't think I really stressed that enough. So I'm gonna go talk about that again. So remember I said between $1 and $100, well, between 25 cents, because look, you can sell this for 25 cents. This is so funny, right? So probability in the money, 97%. When it's like that, like the question is, will AUD JPY finish higher than 83.40? If you say no, you're way in profit here. So they're like, yep, okay, if you take this trade, we'll pay you 25 cents, but it's gonna cost you $99.75 to get into this trade. That's crazy. That's funny, right? They're like, we're not trying to give you this money. And that's why I would like to enter somewhere around here. If you want a great educator that can teach you about this, I recommend Jay Awal. That's who I really got the information from. And actually, hold on, let's see. Did everybody get that document that I put in the maximum impact chat showing you how to dominate on NADEX? Let's see. Yeah, David. Yeah. Does anybody need this? How to dominate on NADEX? You know, I'm just gonna drop it again. I'm gonna drop. You need it? Okay, I'm gonna drop it again. See, Jay Awal, he's a chairman educator. He's new on the platform. He created this PDF that has videos that he thinks are essential. That's what I used. I watched these videos, right? This video tells you, it's self-explanatory. It's a prerequisite before you get in. Then how to place an order, how to execute a trade and manage open positions, how to set up indicators and drawing tools. I didn't go over that. That is, you can look at that for yourself. And then this is the full walkthrough. Now, when you get started, like King Handsome said, they're going to be reaching out to you constantly. They're going to be sending you all kinds of emails. You're going to get phone calls. I was surprised when I got a phone call, right? You're going to get all of that. And they're going to want to tell you how to use the platform, right? Giving you strategies that they think will work for you. Jay says, no, don't do that. He selected what he thought that is best for us, right? So you watch these videos on this PDF and then you take it from there. I'm going to send this to you guys in the chat, and then there is this other educator on the platform, Rico Anderton. Where am I? Okay. He has some videos which talking about the same stuff that I just spoke about, but you can check him out. He made videos. Oh, here he is. This guy, Rico Anderton, He does not trade on his sessions. He just teaches. I enjoy his sessions as well. And he came up with a series, order tickets, the terminology that's talking about in the money, at the money, out of the money, and P&L, the profit and loss that I was just talking about. So 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can also watch his videos here, all right? So you can watch that. In terms of what I've been doing, anybody who knows me knows that I am a Ken Vrimo student. He is excellent. Everything that I feel like everything that I know, I got from him. Yes, David, school is back in session, right? But to take things to another level, I had to go to Jay Awal because Jay is using NADEX, and NADEX is what I am going to be using going forward. Now, you can do whatever you want in terms of your trading style. I'm not telling anybody to change. But what I found is moving from doing those 3-minute to 5-minute trades to following Jay's direction. He likes a 12-hour trade. He analyzes on the weekly, daily, and enters on the 4-hour. And he has a 3-candle rule process. So if you do the 4-hour chart, 3 candles, that's 4 3s 12. So 12 hours for a trade. So once I do my analysis and I'm going to get into a trade, if I want to be in for 12 hours, I typically enter a trade at somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m. to exit at 3 in the afternoon. And doing that, I have found that I clear being way in the money. I don't have to come back and look at my computer screen and be in a panic about, oh my gosh, following his steps. So I have multiple brokers. I know that using NADEX, I will follow one strategy, and using the other brokers, which I'm not going to name them because they're not US regulated. I'm not going to mention the names, but we know what the brokers are. I follow Kendry to a T because it's like magic over there. And what I will say, to alleviate any issues when it comes to the other brokers in terms of withdrawals, I will reiterate what we had heard over and over and over from Matthew Thayer. You have to develop a relationship with the broker. You don't want to pull out a whole lump sum. They're going to see that as some kind of red flag and not want to pay out. And we want to avoid that. We want to have a great trading experience. So you want to not pull out more than 10% and get it, it's once you hit certain milestones, it's okay to make a withdrawal on a Friday, pay yourself once you hit certain amounts. All right. I think I'm going to be wrapping up now. It's 7:58. I'm just going to open the floor for any final questions.
Not really a question, but just to add on to with the platform, for me, I never had to put my social in. It was they just basically asked for like a bill, and I suppose the bill verified that.
Okay.
I don't know. They also, if you have a business and you have an EIN number, you can also set up an account that way. Now, that's my future goal, because that's just a lot better for me. But the process there, I haven't figured it all out yet. But again, that's another option for people that do business and that knows those ins and outs, that you can use your EIN number so you're not tying up everything in your social or whatever. It's 7 o'clock.
Thank you. It's 7 o'clock. So with that, timely Tuesday, because this is right on time so that we can move into 2022 and we don't have to worry about them 70% payouts. We want to get 900% payouts. like my eyes were like this when I realized that I could do that. But I'm going to say
Quick question.
yes,
Quick question.
sir.
So on your long trades, you're
Mhm.
you're choosing let's see, like a 10-hour, or on the far left side where you choose the time of trades, expiration time. So you're doing like a 14-hour like that, those types.
So yeah, so let me show you. So when I get into, I do my analysis on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is the final chart I'm on, because I start from weekly, daily, and then 4 hour, and following the 3 candle rule. So that's 4 hours for each candle. So 12 candles for the three, 12 hours for the 3 candles. So whatever time it is, I'm going to look for which one is closest to that. So right now it is 8 o'clock, right? So 12 hours, that would be 8 a.m. So what's closest to 8 a.m.? I'm not gonna stay until 8 a.m. So I'll do the 7 a.m., which is 10 hours and 58 minutes. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Cool.
Good.
Thank you. Cool.
No problem. And with that, the clear is a deep clear, right? So with that, I can get it. I can spend $20, $30, because yes, I want to get in the trade out of the money. Yeah, I want to get in out of the money, but I think the maximum in terms of distance from being in the money I would want to be is like 30 pips. And I know that's FRX talk, but I just don't want to be too far away. So yeah.
I have a question of Alethea.
Okay.
When you mark up your charts, are you able to mark up your daily, your weekly, your daily, and your 4 hour on NADEX, or are you still doing that on TradingView?
I'm doing it on TradingView, but you definitely can do it on NADEX. That PDF that I sent you, it shows you how to do that. I'm gonna drop it again, but let me show you right here. You see this pencil? You can draw.
Oh, okay, I see that. But
Yeah.
you personally, you still using TradingView?
Yes. Okay.
Well,
And the
I'm
reason.
following you, so I'm following you.
So let's look at this really quick. So right now I did the markups here on AUD JPY, and I set my alert, right? So it did hit my alert earlier today, but it didn't. So when it came here, then it was time for me to watch it, because AUD JPY, it's in an uptrend, right? This is October, this is April. Looking at, it's been trending up. So I drew a line following the trend going up on the weekly. Then on the daily, I did another trend line going up on the daily. And then on the 4 hour, I did my counter trend, right? And what I need is for it to break out of the counter trend and then do a break and retest. So when I do that, then I need to put a box for the level of resistance. And we know that resistance will become support, and then I can take the buy, right? Everybody following?
Yes, I got you.
Okay, so And so I set an alert here because I can't set an alert in NADEX. If I could, maybe I would do it all in NADEX, but I can't. Awesome, Latrice, good. But I can't. So I was waiting on price to come here for the alert, and it did. But there was still an hour left in the 4-hour candle. I needed price to close above,
right.
and it didn't. So it didn't. So did I get in the trade? No, I didn't. And
I got
here,
you.
and it's come down. So I'm still waiting on it to, I set the alarm again. So I'm still waiting on it to come up here and break and close above this box for me to get into another 12-hour trade going to the upside.
Right, right.
So I can make my profit. And the reason that I've moved to this is that what Jay said made sense to me, that the banks, the hedge funds, all those big players, they are the big players. They are the ones that really move the market, and they look at the charts on the weekly and daily time frame. So why not follow that
Right, right.
and get into a longer trade and clear without having to have
Without
a heart
spikes.
attack?
Yeah.
And trust me, it's been working swimmingly for me thus far, right? So I know I wasn't gonna get into this, but here we are. I hope you guys got a little something from this. This that I've learned to do, I learned from Jay AWOL. I'm going to drop the PDF. And another thing, guys, so what I've been doing when I get into the trade, I also enter it on MT4. So I make money in binary options, and I make money on Forex because the analysis is the analysis.
Right, right.
So yeah. So
Okay.
now I figured to make money 2 ways. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. If you guys want to see this again, you know, I have it on my YouTube channel, and also what was I gonna say? I have it on my YouTube channel. So yeah, you can go watch it over there as many times as you want. Share it with your team, anybody who is doing binary options, if they want to explore different options in terms of brokers. I'm glad you found value in it, Asha. I'm really glad. Success Manifest, I have your message. I'm going to drop the PDF in Maximum Impact, so that for those of you who have teammates that you want to share that PDF with as well, you can go ahead and grab it right there. But yeah, and subscribe to my channel. All right, you're welcome, Jamel. You're welcome, Success. All right, so let me say goodbye to everyone out there in YouTube land. Thank you so much for supporting. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. All right, and with that, Timely Tuesday is over. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Good night. Thank you.
No problemo.